There will be a clash of Regina's pizza places tonight. Only one will emerge victorious. It's all happening at the Artful Dodger in the YQR Pizza Showdown. Justin Reves and Greg Moore are hosting the competition for their Facebook Live TV show, The Justin and Greg Show. They are inviting Regina's best pizza joints to come out and showcase their skills for the judges, all while their show streams live. Justin and Greg are in studio to tell us more.
Sheila, I'm shocked. Your researchers are amazing. Nobody has ever gotten my last name right on the first try. Congratulations.
Wow. Yeah.
To
well,
you.
Thank you, because usually it's Reves,
Yeah,
R-E-V-E-S.
I don't even correct people anymore.
See, I'll
Reves.
even show you on my script right here, all
Oh,
caps,
Reves.
R-E-E-V.
Wow, not bad.
Little, see,
I even haven't known how to do that, but pizza, Regina.
Pizza.
It's happening.
Yeah, I can pronounce that too.
Perfect.
Pizza.
So there's 3 pizza scenes in the world, right?
Yeah,
New
okay.
York, Chicago, and Regina. Some people want to talk about Italy, but
Well,
whatever.
Tori Gillis there on the other side of the glass wants to talk about Winnipeg.
She want to talk about Winnipeg gondola pizza?
Do we dismiss her
Yeah,
as
we
outlier?
dismiss her.
Outlier.
That's not a thing.
Actually,
Yeah.
producer Mark, who's our producer on our show, is from
Yeah.
Winnipeg. He might
Oh,
side there, but we never
he
show his
might.
face because
That's
he
the
gets
way
himself.
That's the way it should be with producers.
Exactly,
Don't
yeah.
let them show their face.
Exactly.
Because people would find him and hunt him down with all his Winnipegish comments.
All right.
But yeah.
Okay, so 3 pizzas in the world: New York, Chicago, and Regina.
And Regina.
Okay, I can go,
It's
I
very
can go
unique,
along with that.
right?
I'm
Yeah.
actually-
What is unique about it?
Well, I'm going to find out tonight.
Oh, but you will know if you're saying there's 3 in the world. You
There
have to
are.
say why Regina's
I know
already.
enough. Greg wasn't born in
Yeah,
Regina.
I've been here for about 10 years, so I'm still a company.
Oh, transplant.
He's still learning.
Where from?
Calgary.
Oh, okay. No pizza scene there, eh?
No,
No,
not really. But
Bunch
here,
of show-offs
here in
with
Regina,
their
we've got.
Chanel.
We're going to find out a little bit more. We're bringing on Nick, the pizza historian. He owned the downtown
There's
Western.
a pizza historian?
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza historian. But just tell us a little bit of the story of we've got Western, Houston, and Trifons, which were apparently were the original 3 pizzas.
The big 3.
Who, when you talk about big, like we got the big pizzas here in Regina.
Yeah.
Layer on 3 inches of toppings, and give it to us. But it's neat because that kind of established something that was a little bit different here. And we're going to find out what else is out there. So we've got.
But are you guys fans of that? Because, I mean, the whole New York style is thin. You don't put stuff on it, load it up. Are you fans of loading up
I'm
on
actually
the
a big fan of
pizzas?
pizza.
Any
Yeah, if
kind.
it's deep dish, if it's flat.
Variety
if
is
it's
the
round.
spice of life, Sheila.
I just ask my wife. She's always like, "What's for supper?" I'm like, "It's pizza. Where do you want to go tonight?"
So
A somewhat limited diet there, but okay. Yeah.
But it's kind of established something as us being unique, and I think it's launched variations, and now we've got all sorts of different people. So we've got 15 different places sending pies for the Monster Shootout.
All right. So for people who are not familiar, and there will be a few out there who are not familiar with, 1 or 2 who aren't familiar with your show. Well, just 1 or 2.
What a creative name for that show, though.
Yeah,
The
wow,
Justin
hey,
and Greg show.
we win
It's
giant points.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. So for people who aren't familiar with your show and are not familiar with the Facebook Live format,
Sure.
explain exactly what you're doing.
So the show actually came out of, I'll give credit where it's due, to Justin. Justin used to do a Regina vlog. He vlogged all over the city and kind of tried to discover what was cool in Regina. And he wanted to make Regina a better place and kind of celebrate where he lived. And he came up to me one day and said, "Hey, I want to start a Facebook Live show that kind of takes advantage of the platform, which is kind of like TV, but you can interact with the people that are watching."
Right.
And I said, "Yeah, I'm in."
Yeah. Okay.
So Facebook Live, what ends up happening is we're Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we've typically got around half an hour. There's no dedicated start and stop time. We usually start 2 or 3 minutes late because we can. And what we do is we let the people who are watching the show interact because your comments are all coming up live in the show, which makes it fun.
So what exactly will they be watching? You've got people coming in with pizza, and what will people who tune in for this on Facebook Live, what will they be seeing?
They'll see the traditional show. So it'll be Justin and I up there. There'll be some judges, with the Nick. He'll be the one that being interviewed as well.
The pizza
Yeah,
historian.
some different interviews with the judges talking about which pizzas they like. We always cover off topics in the show as well that kind of have to do with the theme. This one is obviously pizza. We're talking about pizza tips, how to make the best pizza. Nick's going to give us some really cool
insider
ideas.
ways to crisp up your
info.
crust, or if you want to switch it up this way or do it that way. What's fun about this show, which is kind of the first for us, is we actually have a live audience. We're down at the Artful Dodger. and it looks like we could have 200 people
Do
coming.
they get samples? Do they get to weigh in and taste?
We're not gonna. You don't get to try all 15, but we're saying people try 5. We're getting the pizza places to cut them up into smaller chunks. We've got toothpicks. Grab a bunch of new pizzas you want to try, and we'll probably have audience voting live as
So
well.
within each pizza place, do they choose what kind
Yeah,
is their best?
We've challenged them. We said, listen,
Okay.
we just want 1 pizza from you or 2 if you're into that. But do you guys pick your flavor and give us your best shot?
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it, Sheila, is that everyone's really excited.
Right.
Like all the pizza places want to showcase their talent.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's great for us because we get to try their talent.
Yeah.
as
Who
well.
decides? Who's the judge?
Well, we've kind of broken it down into like 3 different groups. So 3 groups of 3 will judge 5 pizzas.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they'll nominate 1, and out of those 3, we'll pick one. And
We're
if we
gonna pick a winner.
yeah, and if we can't pick a winner ourselves, we'll nominate to the audience and say, hey, who was your favorite out of these 2?
Yeah.
I
And they'll
think
be
at
the
the end of the
champion.
day, we just want to celebrate the pizza scene in Regina
Yeah.
because it is something special, and that we would have 15 different all local places sending their pizzas in is pretty fantastic. Like,
I've
that's
got
pretty
to ask you
fantastic.
guys if you're partial to anyone. I know you can't be bought, right? You can't be bribed.
No, because
you wouldn't rule that out.
No, because I mean, who are we? We don't have the mighty CBC to report to. We report to, I mean, nobody. So,
No journalistic ethics. You have no journalistic.
We don't
ethics.
claim to be journalists.
No, I
Sheila.
love
We are
pizza.
entertainers.
Like, I'm not a big fan of fruit on my pizza, but that's
I'm
just
kinda-
me, right?
I,
I'm not a
some of the
Hawaiian
audience
guy.
might be after the pineapple, but I'm with Gordon
I
Ramsay.
think chicken on pizza is
Right?
weird.
Yeah,
weird.
it can be strange.
What?
It can be strange.
I
But
think so.
I think, done properly, I'm okay.
Yeah, it
but
can be done well.
You think of something like, where did spinach and feta come from? But Copper Kettle's in.
Oh,
I better
that's
hope.
my
I hope that
favorite.
they're sending their spinach and feta.
Yeah, I do
and
too.
everybody wants that. For me, the classic Houston all dressed.
Your favorite?
Well, it depends on the day of the week. I also love the Papa pizza from Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
Pops
Pops
pizza. I like that one.
There's a good
And-
story with that we're going to cover tonight as
Yeah.
well.
Your
so.
favorite, Greg?
I'm actually quite embarrassed to say this, but pepperoni pizza.
From where?
I don't really have like if it's pepperoni, I'm there.
From anywhere.
Yeah.
Frozen out of the freezer.
Yeah, like,
pepperoni
I mean,
pizza.
He's a
I
simple
prefer
man,
fresh,
Sheila.
but like
Very simple
my wife's
man.
like,
Look at him. He's
you're
wearing a
moron.
headband.
He
It's
is
tennis
wearing a
band,
headband,
but-
and that's another question I have for you. Will you be wearing your headband?
The tennis band will be there. It's actually
The
part
tennis
of
band.
it's part of my identity at this point.
Your persona.
Yeah, it's I don't
What
really-
does
home
it
without it.
say about you? Because you're wearing like a sort of, I won't say nondescript, but fairly neutral jacket and shirt there, but with a bright red, I'll say tennis band.
I hope it tells people that I'm active for one thing, and that I'm not scared to be myself for another thing, and that I'm a little bit on edge.
Yeah.
Maybe that as well.
Okay, I can see the on edge.
Yeah.
Okay, before you go, you did this with burgers too, you guys, right?
We did the
How'd that
burger
go?
showdown. We had
It was
9 different burgers.
The coolest thing about that was we actually put out to the audience and said, "Listen, if you have connections to burger places, get them to get their burgers on the show," and they did.
It's kind of the magical thing about an audience was we weren't planning to do a burger show until somebody was like, you guys should do a burger showdown. We're like, okay, well, if you guys nominate places, and 9 different places they nominated, the burgers came in, and then somebody right away was, you need to do this with pizza. And that's how the pizza show happened.
So, and the best burger people will want to know was
Luna actually in
Luna.
the East End.
Yeah.
and they were actually
what
new.
set it apart.
It was that's a good question. All the
think
burgers
they're
were so
sauce.
different.
Yeah, they were. And that's the tough thing is how do you pick a best pizza or a best burger? They were so different. In the end, they had this sauce that just left a little heat in the back of your mouth. It was awesome.
Yeah,
but they
and-
were so good.
And we
So
also
many
acknowledge that
burgers.
it's completely subjective, and that's
Yeah.
why we're like, hey, everyone wins, because all we want to do is celebrate everyone, even though there can be no losers
Yeah.
but one winner.
So people who have never taken part in a Facebook Live, how can they tune in for your pizza
They can go to
showdown?
facebook.com/Justin and Greg, and we will be there. Or search the Justin and Greg Show on Facebook. We'll be live just after 9 o'clock, and they can tune in.
If you like the show and sign up for notifications, it'll when we're
Yeah, notify
live,
you
it'll
when we're
buzz you.
live. Yeah.
Okay, sounds like fun.
Oh, it's going to be
All
great.
right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sheila.
Perfect.